Why don't ants ever get sick? Because they have antibodies. Yep, antibodies. Hey folks, welcome to This Week in History, brought to you by, as always, our sponsors, Steve Stevens, Clayton Jaimez, the Hayes family, Patrick Freeman, and Mark Penn-Griffin. We appreciate the support from you guys, and we appreciate the support from all of you through liking, sharing, subscribing, all that good stuff. But if you want to do more, you can always check out our Patreon. There's a link down in the description below. Anywho, let's get to it. On April 24th in 1183 BC, the traditionally believed date for the fall of Troy, marking the end of the Trojan War. And yeah, the Trojan War actually happened. Of course, not all the gods and demigods, and it may not have been an actual wooden horse that the men hid in to take the city, but the war did happen and the city was destroyed. In 1547, the forces of Charles V defeated the troops of the Schmalkaldic League at the Battle of Mulberg, ending the Schmalkaldic War, which was fought between a group of Catholic princes on the side of Charles and a group of Lutheran princes that formed the Schmalkaldic League. It was more or less a civil war within the Holy Roman Empire, and the Schmalkaldic League actually had the military might to win. However, remember that Holy Roman Emperor Charles V was also Charles I as King of Spain, so he had the Spanish military at his disposal as well. On April 25th in 404 BC, the 27-year Peloponnesian War finally came to an end after Athens surrendered due to being completely cut off and unable to withstand a siege from Sparta and their allies, known as the Peloponnesian League, hence where the war got its name. This allowed Sparta to become the de facto leader of the Greek city-states and left Athens in ruins, almost literally, as the Spartan allies wanted to completely destroy the city and enslave all of its inhabitants. This whole thing would eventually lead to the Corinthian War not long after, where all of Sparta's allies turned on them. On April 26th in 1721, a massive earthquake destroyed much of the Iranian city of Tabriz, with an estimated 80,000 deaths. The damage to the city was also a major factor in the city falling to the Ottomans in 1725. On April 27th in 711, Moorish troops landed at Gibraltar, beginning their 7-year invasion of the Iberian Peninsula that eventually ended with the destruction of the Visigoth kingdom. This of course led to the 780-year Reconquista to take it back. On April 28th in 1192, Conrad I was assassinated 2 days after being elected as King of Jerusalem, while he was traveling to the city to take his throne, and many believe that this was set up by Richard the Lionheart, seeing as his candidate as king lost the election to Conrad, so much so that when Richard was captured on his return to England from the Third Crusade, one of the major accusations levied against him was the murder. On April 29th in 1916, the British 6th Indian Division surrendered themselves as well as the city of Kut to the Ottoman Empire, after a 147-day siege, with the Ottomans taking roughly 13,000 troops prisoner. A good number of these men would eventually die while in custody, and the British would end up taking all of that territory back anyway. On April 30th of 1598, the first European theatrical performance in North America was staged near El Paso for the Spanish colonists. In case you were wondering, it was a comedy about an expedition of soldiers. And that's just gonna about do it for this week, but we'll see you back here next week. Same squirrel time, same squirrel channel. Be happy, be healthy, and y'all come back now, you hear?